guys are gonna feel hella stupid when you see me acting in a feature film.
Hella. Are we saying hella now? Because I like it.
Wow, that's a nice opening shot. Symmetrical vista. It's beautiful.
Pedro Villas. Who's he?
It's like this foreign art house director.
Foreign director.
Why don't you make it a double?
Oh, yeah? A little hair of the dog that bit you?
Is that Richard Grieco?
Hi.
Richard Grieco is in an art house movie? That seems odd.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Oh, now he's being blown.
A porn star, I guess. Huh?
D, you clearly made a porn. This is a porno.
What? No! This is art.
Cinemax doesn't make art.
Pedro is an edgy foreign director.
Where's he from?
Puerto Rico. Hey! I did not make a smut film.
Gobble that cock.
Smart is a funny word, man. You know, it sounds very old school, man. It sounds like an old school term, smart, in reference to, I guess, nudity and porn and stuff like that. Yeah, is it just porn, or is smart a general term for many things, or is it just porn? Because I've only heard the word smart used in reference to, you know, smart films, like, you know, porn and stuff. Yeah, like nudity and shit. Yeah, it's a negative word. Yeah, when someone says smart, it's not in good light. It's like they're hating on said smart. Yeah.
Grieco probably didn't realize he was doing a porn. I think he thought he was doing the next 50 Shades of Grey or whatever. I mean, it's a fine line these days between art and smut.
He didn't realize when he was getting blown that he was doing a porn.
Anything could be considered art. I'll bet you Charlie's doodlings could be considered art by some people.
I mean, drawings are art.
You're not an artist, dude. You're drawing with chalk. I'll bet you if I hung one of Charlie's doodles in a modern art gallery, people would not know the difference.
You know, art has to come from a more meaningful place. It can't just be silly nonsense. Take my erotic memoirs, for example.
That was smut.
I think I should film it. Do the next 50 Shades of Grey, my style, you know? It would be subtle. It wouldn't be some goddamn Puerto Rican smut.
What do you think Grieco would do?
He wouldn't eat chalk. I just don't understand why you're choosing to dress like Richard Grieco.
Looks good though.
You know what? Why don't you go mingle and Frank and I will handle this.
You
Thank
do
you.
it.
Keep an eye out. That's good. That's good. I like this one.
That's art.
Yes,
That's art.
Frank.
The pretentiousness is just oozing, you know, a pretentious aura around her.
Whoa!
That wasn't art, it was garbage.
Who's to say, really?
Well, I'm to say it's my gallery. The story behind each piece is part of what endows it with meaning. He left his home when he was a boy to escape the Nazis.
Okay, I get. If the story behind it is the appeal, then I get it. It can't just be the paintings, because they're not that fucking amazing. But if there's a story behind it, but then it's all about the story. It's all about the story, not the art itself.
And painted the poor children he saw on the streets. Are we animals? Our children.
The artist that did this, his life is like total shit. Way worse than this Nazi painter. Charlie.
That stance, that posture, man.
He's the artist. Could you tell the lady how you're... Don't do that. He's an illiterate janitor whose mother tried to abort him.
His mother's a hoe, man.
Tell her that Charlie's life is a piece of shit, please. Thank you. He doesn't normally say hella. I don't know where he picked this up.
I'm just not interested.
Okay, wait. We're just interested. Damn it. Why did I even bring you two?
The room wouldn't be the only thing he'd enter that day.
I'm sorry, what is hell?
Silence. A woman's mouth is not for the exiting of words, but for the entrance of a man's dick.
Very poetic. Why does this sound like Stewie from Family Guy?
I don't know what's happening here. You must think I'm somebody else.
I could take this to Frank and he would finance it, but he's gross. You know, he's basically like the Cinemax of humans. This is my 50 Shades of Grey lady. Was the guy who wrote that gross?
It was written by a woman.
I didn't know.
This was also written by a woman, my sister.
So it lands better when it comes from a woman, no? Okay.
I put together a pretty primetime acting reel.
I doubt it. Don't show it to me. I don't...
Pretty early for a whiskey.
Multi-level marketing and Vigoron system. It's missing something, isn't it?
That's great.
How would you like to, direct my erotic memoirs?
I've always wanted to direct. You bring a female perspective in. Mm-hmm. I'll do that for you.
Now we just need a star.
The waitress.
What about this one? You know, I had a dream about, boiled eggs.
I love what Charlie is doing right here. I mean, the character is playing. You know, I feel like you you've seen someone like that before. You know?
I need you to draw something that's profound, that comes from someplace deep.
I got like a lame kind of square dude telling me what to do, and that's not really where art comes from. Is this about making money for you, or is it about proving your point? Like, I don't even know what it is, man.
Good news, Charlie. We're going to use cricket now.
Oh, use what part of me?
Relax. You are going to be the face of Charlie's art. He's got like the worst life imaginable, and that's clearly what those people want. Why don't you tell Charlie what to draw?
Talk to me, brother. What's up?
Pour your misery on me.
A dog orgy or when a cat bit off my toe?
Dog orgy, brother.
Dog orgy, okay.
I need you to go talk to that gallery owner. Flash a little cash. Pretend you're like a high society art type.
I used to hang with an art crowd in the 70s. I know these people.
Frank has done everything in life, man. There's nothing he hasn't done, man. He's had quite a life, man. Quite a life.
Play it subtle.
Hello!
Hello?
It looks like a character from a certain animation I saw, man. The white hair. I think it's a character from is it the Incredibles? An animation I saw a while back. I think he looks like a character from that one. A fashion designer kind of thing.
Bullshit. Derivative. I absolutely love.
That's just the air conditioner.
I want it. We're just the air conditioners walking around on this planet.
The body movements are hilarious, man.
So true. I never thought of it like that.
A woman's mouth is not for exiting of words.
I need a cup just to get mostly tits on this one. Lots of emotion.
Yeah, this shows you how awkward it would be to be like on a porn set, man. The people who do this are used to it. They get to a point where they get used to it. But if you're new, like if you go like to observe as a civilian, it can't be fun. It's the weirdest job, man. But these people are just so used to it. It's just a job to them. It's not the awkwardness of sex, which is good sometimes, which makes it worth it sometimes. It's gone, Like, for them, sex is like, it's nothing anymore. It's just been reduced. It's a job. It's whatever, man. It's weird. I would be like, what the fuck? It's weird when you're there in person, man. Weird. As Kickers United, this is the girl who joins the cult, and Mark isn't happy about it at all.
Can we just get the scene, please? Just like it was in high school?
About that. Sounds like you had sex with a teacher. Are you talking about Ms. Klinsky?
Yeah.
She was like 50. She looked like Rick Moranis. Gross. You were 14. So technically, you were raped.
Can't rape a guy.
Huh?
I was willing. That's cool. Right, Rico?
Touch my finger.
Nah.
I'm not touching your finger.
Seriously, touch my
Touching
finger.
you.
What the hell is... I'll seduce the librarian.
I call this one Dog Three-Way. Because I was recently in a dog three-way.
He's making a mockery of my art, bro.
Hello, boys!
Is that how you played it? That is way over the top.
I bought a painting for $35K.
Why? I'm trying to prove that this is all bullshit, and you guys are all buying into it.
Well, Ongo clearly has a great eye, so I'm excited to see what you have.
Yes. This is Rickety Cricket.
Ew.
He literally has the worst life imaginable.
I figured this art opening would be the perfect place to premiere my directorial debut.
No.
That looks like him, actually, as a kid.
Oh, come on. No, Dee, this is ridiculous.
Is this actually Dennis?
Loser. What do you think it's all worth?
Good question. Ongo, what do you think?
I'd trade my limbs for it.
How much are you willing to pay for it?
Me? I'm really not interested in buying anything. I rent an art gallery. Or more accurately, my parents rent one for me.
That painting I bought from you is worthless?
Of course not. It's worth exactly what you paid.
When is stuff art?
I think I can sum this all up. Just because you make some art, it doesn't mean that you're an artist. Is art good just because the right people say it's good? Yes. A lot of modern art is trash. And yet it's a fine line between Van Gogh and Van Damme, between Banksy and Charlie. If one thing has become abundantly clear to me today, is that I wasn't raped. We had a good time, she and I. The whole thing was mutual. And the woman in no way looked like Rick Moranis.
Totally did. I remember her. Remember her? Yeah.
I wouldn't even sleep with her.
Even cricket wouldn't touch that, man. That was a good episode, man. The topic of art, man, like, I bet there are a lot of, you get a lot of swindlers, a lot of con men in that world, you know? A lot of sweet talkers. Because what are you buying, really? You know? And then modern art, it's kind of looked down upon. I don't know, man. For me, I don't know. I'm not that into that sort of art. So I can't really contribute much. But it's interesting because with these paintings, usually for me, I look at them and I'm like, yeah, I see there's an idea here. It looks good. You know, it's good looking at, but when you hear the prices, or, you know, at these art gallery fucking auditions that they do, and you hear the prices that these fucking pieces go for, it's like, what? You know? I guess you have to be lucky to make something that people are willing to pay millions and millions for. Is this guy who made I think 69 million or something, maybe like 2 years ago or something. It was digital art, NFT art, I think. NFT art, man. NFTs are another thing that I don't fucking get. Like, what are you buying? You know, it's like you're buying an idea of something. You're buying something that, I don't know. I guess it's just to own it, huh? People who buy NFTs, that's like art, yeah? It's basically art, yeah? You're buying digital art. You're the only one who owns. Nah, man. That sucks, man. I can't pay for something that I'm going to look at on a computer. Or maybe it comes in a physical. I don't know. I don't know about NFTs like that, man. Dude, if I'm going to pay that much for something, I need to be able to display it somewhere. Like, I don't understand NFTs. I know I'm sounding really dumb right now because it's not my world. I've never cared, man. You know, about NFTs. What the fuck are those? You know, it feels like you're buying something that is not real, and people have just decided that it's so expensive, and you're like, why? The world of art is filled with that kind of stuff, man. A lot of fakes. This is a good episode. I liked this one a lot.